This scene begins with a town called Candlewood. In front of a lake, the bodies of a family is lying, and the man has a gun in his hand, and as if he killed them all and then shot himself. After this incident, the story jumps forward a few months, where we see a family, Kelvin, Veronica, a couple, with their two children, Sarah and Mati. Sarah was Kelvin's daughter from his first wife, who died, after which he married Veronica, and Mati was Veronica's son. The family was under a lot of stress and used to fight often, so they bought a cabin in the town to live together as a family and reconnect. When they reach the cabin, they notice a very bad smell outside and puzzled about its source. Remember this detail, as it will be revealed later in the film. The agent comes to meet them and show them the house. They are happy and agree to stay there. The agent gives them the key with a close smile and leaves. Inside, while unpacking, they notice a wall are empty, but except for a shotgun hanging there, which surprises them. Sarah, who is lesbian, had left her girlfriend to come there, so her father reassures that everything will be fine and that he too left his friend to come there. They came here to get to know each other better. Later, Kelvin goes to grocery store for supplies. The cashier asks where he will be staying, and he tells her he bought the nearby cabin for his family near the lake. The cashier is surprised but doesn't say much, even though she knows about the past death there. The next morning, Kelvin asks Veronica how she slept, and she says she slept very well because it's a quiet area there. They don't have internet, but she has to call the cable guy. The kid came for breakfast, and Sarah says she wants to go to running and asks Veronica to join her, which makes Veronica happy. Kevin and Mati decide to explore the neighborhood, but find it deserted, and the houses look unkempt. Veronica gets ready for jogging and leaves with Sarah. Kelvin tried to peek inside the neighbor house, but she is confronted by a woman with a gun, who asks about her son. Kelvin says he doesn't know him. Marty arrives and the lady calls him her son, returning Marty, who runs away. Kelvin meets a man, Ilahi, who explains that the crazy lady has lived here for years and that her children once did too. He tells the story of an Indian American girl who fell in love with a boy named Mike. The boy's father didn't approve, so the girl jumped into the lake and died, followed by the boy. Their souls are said to haunt the place. Hearing this, Marty gets scared and lives with his father. While jogging, Sarah gets tired and Veronica encourages her. Suddenly, Sarah sees a dog inside the bush. She sees the spirit of a girl there, which scares her. Veronica comforts her, saying she wasn't there. Kelvin, uncomfortable with the shotgun on the wall, hides it in a cupboard. Outside, he notices that mushroom growing on the property, but ignores them. Sarah and Mati returns, and Sarah is upset. Kelvin starts feeling dizzy and sees Eli running in the woods, but then he vanishes. Marty tells Sarah the story of an Indian princess, but Sarah isn't interested. Later, Marty feels dizzy again and sees the spirit, which returns him. Kelvin asks Veronica about Sarah. Veronica says Sarah wasn't listening to her. Kelvin reassures her that things will improve. After breakfast, Marty eats dates, shows them to her sister, but she sees an eyeball instead, which scares her. Veronica intervenes and Sarah storms off. Everyone seems to be hallucinating something. The question arises, are they really ghosts or isn't something else happening? Kelvin goes outside to chop wood and sees Eli with a chain, who starts cutting wood but ends up cutting himself, scaring Kelvin. Eli says he is only there to help, but Kelvin is unsure if it's real or his imagination. Later, a girl named Brandy comes to their door, introduces herself as a neighbor, and offers help if needed. She flirts with Kelvin, making Veronica jealous and angry. Brandy leaves. Marty, working outside, sees his spirit approaching and tells his father. But when Kelvin checks, no one is there. But Sarah says their father won't believe them. Sarah also feels like she is hallucinating, goes to bath. Marty sees someone outside in the window, but when he checks, no one is there. At night, Sarah sees someone in the bathroom, gets scared and screams. Marty hears noise at night and sees a spirit. He screams and everyone gather, but they dismiss it as a dream. At dinner, tension rises. Marty yells at his mother, accusing her of marrying Kelvin for money, and Veronica tries to slap him, but Kelvin stops her. The next day, Veronica checks the mailbox and meets Brandy, who flirts with Kelvin again. Angering Veronica, slaps Brandy and tells her to leave. Kelvin sees Eli in the woods and tries to confront him, but Eli disappears. That night, everyone is losing control. Kelvin sees Eli in the woods and, with the torch, goes after him. He sees his daughter and son in the woods, but they aren't really there. Veronica, frustrated, accidentally cuts the Sarah's hand with a knife during an argument. Kelvin hears a girl scream in the wood and finds Brandy with a sprained ankle. Asking for help, she tried to seduce him, but he refuses and leaves. Kelvin then confronts Eli, accusing him of coming to his property, but Eli denies it. Kelvin threatens to shoot him if he returns. That night, Marty hears a noise and sees Eli in the woods. Kelvin, angry, takes the shotgun and goes after Eli. Sarah sees a girl and gets scared. Under the influence, Kelvin shot and kills his own daughter, mistakes her for Eli, and then shoots his son. When he realizes what he has done, he searches for Veronica. He finds Veronica near the lake, and both, thinking the other is aggressive, approach each other. Veronica stabs Kelvin in the neck, and then Kelvin drowns Veronica, kill them both. The next morning, Julie is seen collecting mushroom in the forest, making their powder, storing it in the jar. She calls out for her father, and it revealed that she is his daughter, and they planned all this. They go to temple where photos of Native Americans has been displayed, showing their ancestors. It's revealed that the Native American who hated the white settler for their cruelty used the halogenic mushroom to drive newcomers mad, causing them to kill each other.